top 10 richest footballers in the world. Being a football player is one of the world's most lucrative professions. Fame, money, and the adoration of fans is the daily life of the best players in the sport. However, do the best football players earn the most? Find out for yourself. We present a list of the top 10 richest players in the world. Number 10. Alexander Pato. Alexander Pato was once considered the world's most extraordinary talent and someone who would reach the heights of the football world. Unfortunately, a series of injuries meant this young player never reached his potential. The end of his career was a series of multiple club changes. Despite this, he earned a handsome sum of money for playing football, but nowhere close to his current net worth. How did he make it? The lion's share of his $145 million net worth comes from investing, mainly in real estate and signing a lucrative deal with the CoverGirl cosmetics line. In addition, Pato also owns a chain of burger restaurants, a vodka brand, and a clothing brand. As you can see, football potential was not Pato's only talent, as he has shown by creating many profitable businesses. Number 9. Ronaldo Nazario. Ronaldo Nazario is considered one of the best football players in history. In addition, the 3-time Golden Ball winner is one of the world's wealthiest football players. He has earned substantial money playing for clubs such as Real Madrid, Barcelona, AC Milan, and Inter Milan. However, his most considerable earnings were a $180 million sponsorship deal with Nike in 1998. He also owns the Spanish club Real Valladolid, holds a 45% stake in the Nine Sports and Entertainment Agency, and has a minority stake in the American club Fort Lauderdale Strikers. Ronaldo's total net worth is valued at $165 million, which is excellent considering his lavish lifestyle. Number 8. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. It's not Zlatan who has the net worth, it's the net worth that has Zlatan. The much-loved athlete is at number 8 on our list. A considerable part of his wealth comes from playing football. Former Barcelona, Inter Milan, PSG, and Manchester United player, was earning around $35 million a year at the peak of his career. In addition, he received a large amount of money for transfers, of which he had plenty during his long career. As a person himself, he is a globally recognized brand, so there's no surprise that he can count on lucrative sponsorship and advertising deals. In 2019, he also owned 25% shares in the Swedish club Hammarby IF. Summing up, King Zlatan's net worth is currently valued at around $190 million and rising. Number 7. Neymar Jr. Once upon a time, he was a player expected to surpass the greatest of all-time duo of Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. Neymar is by far one of the world's most popular and influential players. His first serious earning was a transfer from Santos to Barcelona in 2013, which cost 57 million euros. Quite a start to a serious career, huh? After a few years of playing alongside Leo Messi, he decided to make the biggest move in the history of football, a transfer to PSG. The club wanted to build its power and new identity on the basis of Neymar, who was considered a top 3 player in the world at the time. The French triggered a massive buyout clause, and the transfer became a reality. Neymar's move to Paris Saint-Germain was the transfer hit of the summer window in 2017. At that time, the French powerhouse spent 222 million euros on the Barcelona star, which was an absolute transfer record. In addition, Neymar is the face of many brands, including Puma, Red Bull, Qatar Airways, Qatar National Bank, and even Epic Games. The current net worth of this top-rated player is around $200 million. Before we move on to the next competitor, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for your support. And now, let's move on to number 6. David Whalen. Born in 1936, David Whalen is a former defender who played 193 games in his career. His biggest achievement was reaching the FA Cup final with Blackburn Rovers, where he suffered a severe leg fracture injury that prevented him from continuing to play at a high level. After moving to Crewe Alexandra, where he played 115 games, he retired to take care of a grocery store business. By the end of the 1960s, his supermarket chain had more than 10 stores, and in 1978, it was bought out by Morrison's for £1.5 million. Whalen then bought out JJB Sports, which was later renamed DW Sports, one of the largest sports stores in the UK. In addition to that, he was also a member of the board of Wigan Athletic, whose biggest success was winning the FA Cup against Manchester City, the same trophy Whalen failed to win in his football career. Not a bad redemption, huh? Currently, Whalen has a net worth of $220 million. Number 5. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo needs no introduction to anyone. The 5-time Golden Ball winner, who is considered on par with Lionel Messi as one of the best ever, has already become a pop culture icon. His earnings at the peak of his career reached $365,000 a week, which is not an exorbitant amount considering that he managed to score 450 goals and win 4 Championship League trophies for the legendary Real Madrid. Combining this with lucrative businesses such as a hotel chain, his own clothing and cosmetics brand, a huge Instagram following, and sponsorship deals with Nike and Armani, Ronaldo is one of the richest athletes. His fortune is valued at around $500 million and is sure to get even bigger. Number 4. Lionel Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo's biggest rival, and the person considered by many to be the best player in the history of the sport. Lionel Messi is a true Barcelona legend, a player of immense talent who has achieved everything with his club. He and Barcelona have an incredible bond. When Messi joined the club's academy, due to a growth hormone deficiency, he needed therapy that would allow him to reach the minimum height to play football. Barcelona provided this for him, and he more than repaid the favor, winning 7 golden balls and being a centerpiece of the best team in football history. Barcelona was so keen on keeping Messi that they set a €150 million transfer fee clause in his contract. Unfortunately, due to financial problems, they were forced to sell him, which PSG took advantage of. The transfer cost $168.5 million, and combining that with his massive recognition and contracts with brands such as Adidas and Pepsi, Messi's net worth is now valued at $600 million. Now, moving on to the podium, we have number 3, David Beckham, an international superstar, currently perhaps more prevalent than in his playing days. David Beckham is the 3rd wealthiest football player in history. Don't let his celebrity status fool you. Beckham has played for such powerhouses as Real Madrid, Manchester United, AC Milan, and PSG. However, he made his most significant money as an influencer and businessman. He has his own perfume line, shares in several publicly traded companies, and contracts with brands such as Samsung, Adidas, H&M, and Gillette. He is also co-owner of Inter Miami, a club that plays in the MLS. Adding up all sources of income, Beckham's net worth is about $680 million. Number 2. Matteo Flamini. You may not have even heard of Matteo Flamini. Still, it's true, he is the 2nd highest earning football player in history. Interestingly, his fortune hardly comes from playing football. He has played for clubs such as Arsenal and AC Milan, but he has never been the type of player who impressed with his game. However, he showed intelligence on the field, and as you can see, this translated into other sectors of his life. In 2008, Flamini co-founded GF Biochemicals, a company aimed at finding sustainable alternatives to oil-based products. The company proved to be a hit, and thanks to it, Flamini's current net worth is valued at more than $14 billion. That's an unimaginable amount of money, but the person in the first place is even richer, and he's number 1. Fake Bolkaya. Even if you've heard of Flamini, you probably have no idea who Fake Bolkaya is. But this young player has a net worth of $20 billion. Born in Los Angeles in 1998, he played in the academies of clubs such as Chelsea, Leicester, and Southampton. He had an attempt to get into Arsenal, which unfortunately was unsuccessful. He currently plays in Thailand, which is not the best and richest league. So how does he even have such a fortune? In fact, Fake is a member of the Brunei royal family. His uncle is currently the Sultan of that country with a fortune of a bagatelle $30 billion. With such a wealthy family, no doubt football must be Fake's greatest passion. That would be it as far as the world's richest players are concerned. Did you expect such an order in earnings? We certainly didn't. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.